Welcome back, family. Your boy, Curtis, 50 Cent Jackson, is in the news once again, this time for throwing a microphone at his last lap concert, a very successful one, by the way. He is in the middle of that tour run right now, and the other day, he had a malfunction with his equipment, his microphone, and he became frustrated. So, while frustrated with the inoperative device, 50 Cent decides to throw the microphone as hard as he could. You'll see the footage in a second. But he decides to throw it supposedly towards the sound production people. But as he is not known for his throwing ability, the microphone finds its way to Brianna Monaghan's forehead, causing severe injury. She had to be rushed to the hospital, the emergency room, and have now filed charges. And 50 Cent is a suspect in a criminal felony battery.
Shows the rapper throwing his microphone into the crowd not once, but twice during Wednesday's show. One of those times he allegedly hit a woman in the head. She has now filed a police report. The rapper was reportedly upset because the microphones were not working. Law enforcement says they believe 50 threw the mics toward his production crew and it accidentally hit the victim. 50's attorneys say he would never intentionally strike anyone with a microphone.
He certainly didn't need that. But again, his team, 50's team, is saying this was an accident, which it appears to be. And certainly it's easily believable. If you look at this clip.
And his first pitch was not great. Just a bit outside.
You can certainly understand why he may have missed his target. Now, Brianna Monaghan is a famous radio personality. Was she part of the sound production group? I don't know. Or was she just a fan in the audience? That information is not clear at this moment. But if you look at some of the pictures, the injuries were pretty severe. I'm sure she's gonna need some compensation for her pain and suffering. That much is without question. Is 50 Cent going to be charged for this? I don't know. Recently, Cardi B had a similar situation and her victim pressed charges as well, but she was never charged. Was found to be baseless because that person who received Cardi B's microphone initiated the contact by throwing water at her. So no charges were brought up. And again, this is clearly an accident and I don't think 50 will be charged, but he certainly will be coming out of his pocket. That is for sure. Now, on-stage shenanigans is nothing new to 50. He had this incident recently where he was being dragged off stage by several women that were his fans, obviously, and he made himself available to them, and they overreacted, and he did this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what you got to say that
for? Nah, you're dead wrong for that one. Now, of course, we saw that they were pulling on you, pulling you off the stage, somewhat assaulting you, yes, but if they did manage to pull you off the stage, you would have fell onto the breasts of adoring fans. How much damage would you have sustained if that was the result of them harassing you? Instead, you throw a punch, again, with all your might at a woman. Nah, I can't justify that one at all. So I don't know if this particular woman was paid off, if she filed any charges against him, but he did the right thing by bringing her on stage and having her enjoy herself.
Come on. Tell her to come over here. Tell her, come here. Tell her, come here, come here. Come here. Come here.
Now, this next incident isn't as egregious to me. Some idiot jumps on the stage while he's performing and 50 decides to push the man off. Now, isn't that why we have security on stage? They're supposed to handle this type of thing. As an artist as famous as you are, you shouldn't be putting your hands on anyone, especially shoving them off the stage the way you did. If that person sustained any kind of injury, you would have been liable. You got to think better than that. Of course, I'm saying this as Monday Night Quarterback. Had I been there, would I have reacted the same way? I don't think so. But, you know, that's just for me to say after the incident. So, check it out. Now, this next incident is at Hot 97 Summer Jam. Very famous annual concert. During this concert, somebody he didn't mess with because of that person's affiliation with people that were enemies with 50 Cent came onto the stage. And as you can see, 50 Cent calmly walks to the back when he spots the guy, instructs his team, makes his way back onto the stage drinking some water, and of course, a beatdown ensues of Slow Bucks where he was even robbed of his chain. Why people who aren't rocking with 50 Cent would approach him in any way, especially try to get on his stage while he's performing, is beyond me. But this is the consequence. This one, the only thing that I could say negatively here is the fact that you are at a very public, very national public platform on Hot 97 stage, and a fight breaks out. It doesn't paint you or us in a really good light. So that would be my only criticism here, but I guess that guy Slow Bucks got what he deserved. Now this next 50 stage antics incident was at another one of these Summer Jam concerts. This one was actually his first one. This is when he first blew. This was the biggest thing on the planet. And him and Smurf had been beefing. So Smurf, who was sent back home for misbehaving on tour, gathered his boys from Southside and came to the concert and took first row. So they started chanting profanities at 50, haggling him on stage, and decided to throw chairs on stage, which 50 returned these chairs back to them. I saw it, I was there. I'm from Southside as well. I didn't know these guys, but yeah, it was certainly something to remember. Now Trav, a 50 Cent affiliate, who hadn't been in good terms with 50 Cent at the time, was also a Meek Mill's affiliate. He had made his rounds to the industry, had industry friends, and him and 50, Trav and 50, had fell out for whatever reason. And Trav decided to make his way on stage while 50 Cent was performing, and this is what happened.
They said Meek here, where my nigga at? Where Meek Mill's at? There you go. What's up, boss? What's up, buddy? You know.
All right. Say something on the microphone.
Listen, hold on. Stop the music. Hold on. Hey, this is 50 though.
All right. Peace, Julie. Having fun, 50 Cent in the house.
I wasn't saying over here, you know what I'm saying? Well, listen, young family though. Listen though, hold up. The young family don't do
Respect.
There was also an incident with Paris Hilton, a female he had been smashing at the time. He was performing on some musical awards show, and again, this is 50 red hot. Paris Hilton comes strolling on the stage doing her little dance. Now, 50 wasn't too happy about this. He makes his way to her while still performing, of course, and he gives her the dirtiest look, and she shimmies off the stage in total embarrassment. So there's been many incidents throughout the years, and we'll stop it here. And I'll say this, I'm not a huge 50 Cent fan, but I certainly admire the man. 50 Cent is not supposed to be where he is right now. The roadblocks that was in front of him, the mountainous obstacle that he had to overcome, Herculean task to get to where he is now, is just unbelievable. I've not seen anything like this, or I don't know of anything like this. For all the obstacles he had to overcome, then get to a place where he has the opportunity to deliver, and does so in the biggest way, has the biggest selling album of all times. Never recognized for it, never won a Grammy. I'm sure they'll make it up to him at some point, an honorary Grammy at some point, but he didn't get one when he deserved it. Like I said, not the biggest fan. I certainly acknowledge his rise to success. I certainly acknowledge his talent. He has talent unmatched, but I don't want to see him lose it all after having the journey, coming to the place that he is at now, and do some nonsense to put himself in jeopardy of losing it all. So if you are a 50 Cent fan and I've painted him in a way that you don't appreciate, well, it's my take on it. And like I said, nothing I'm saying is as a means to disrespect him in any way. I appreciate the man. I'm just saying that he has a hair trigger temper which might get him into trouble. So what do you guys think? Am I on target here? Does 50 Cent have the ability to self-destruct at some point? I think he has an album called Before I Self-Destruct, but he still has the characteristics of self-destruction at any minute. I don't think he has a good grip on his temper, and he's able to wig out, flip out at any second. So take this as a warning, 50 Cent. We want to see you continuously striving, thriving, and keeping with your upwards mobility, because you've come too far to collapse now. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Please be sure, like, subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for checking me out one more time. Catch you on the next one.